we are having two sectors. One is firm and another one is household, right? Firms, everybody understand already. Household, everybody understand already. How we individual people comes under household sector, and production firms, factories, or those who are generating various types of services comes under firms. Household are the Households are the owners of factors of production. Factors of production. What are factors of production? Land, labor, capital, and enterprises. Land, labor, capital, and enterprises. And for land, labor, capital, enterprises, these are factors of production. Means these are the tools, these are the items which we are using for production of various goods and services. So what household people do? They give land to firms, they give labor to firms, their capital to firms, and enterprises to firms. And what firms gives them? Against land, labor, capital, and enterprises, firms gives them factor payments, right? So what are factor payments? Which we get against the factors of production, right? For land, what we are getting from firms? Rent. For labor, what we are getting from firms? Wages. For capital, what we are getting from firm? Interest. And for enterprises, what we are getting from profit. Means rent, wages, interest, and profit, we call it factor payment for goods and services, right? So dear students, now we understand we give land to firms and get rent. We give labor to firms and get wages. We call it salaries also. We give our capital, sometime various types of items we do. We buy bonds and we do shares, right? Means we give our capital to firms, they give interest to us. Sometime we invest money in those firms and they give us profit, right? So what we are doing, we give this item, means factors production to firms, and what firms gives us? Factor payments. When we got factor payments and when they got factors of production, what firm do? They produce goods and services. They sell their goods services to us and we buy their goods services from firms. So they sell their goods and services to us and we buy. They sell their goods services to us and we buy sorry we buy their goods and services. They sell their goods and services to us, and what we are giving to them? We are giving to them consumption expenditure. Consumption expenditure. What they are giving us? Goods and services. When we buy their goods and services, what we are giving them? Price of those goods and services is consumption expenditure. In very layman language, they give us salary, we give us payment. They give us goods, we give them price of goods. We give them land, they give us rent. We give them labor, they give them wages. We give them capital, they give us interest. We give them enterprises, they give us profit. Right? So this circular flow of liquidity, this circular flow of money, this circular flow of liquidity, this circular flow of money in a simple economy is called circular flow of income. Called circular flow of income. Firms produce goods and services and sell them to household. Household are the owners of factors of production, means land, labor, capital and enterprises, and give and consumer of for household also consumer of goods and services. It is a simplest form of closed economy in which there is no government sector or foreign trade or share market comes in. Closed economy is an economy which has no economic relation with rest of the world. There is no economic relation with rest of the world. Okay, so now we understand the difference between closed economy and open economy. Right? Closed economy, there is two types of economy. One is closed and another one is open. Closed economy means no relation with rest of the world. No relation. And open economy means we can do business with rest of the world, right? So that is a today we learn the circular flow in a closed economy. In a closed economy means no rest of the world, means no rest of the world. There is some conclusion which we find after learning the circular flow in simple economy. Those conclusions are: of circular flow in simple economy. In the, sometime we call it assumptions also. Sometime we call it assumptions also. Total production is fully equal to total consumption. Factor payment. You understand factor payments, na? Means rent, wages, interest and profit. Factor payment equal to factor income, right? Consumption expenditure equal to factor income. Real flow means flow of factor equal to money flow means flow of liquidity, right? Now we understand total production equal to total consumption, means total production by firms is equal to total consumption of household. Factor payments means rent, wages, interest and profit is equal to factor income. Factor income is the income of land, labor, capital and enterprises. These are the factor and these are the factor income. Consumption expenditure means price of goods and services. Factor income means our income. Land, labor means we comes under labor, capital and enterprises, and when we got income, we spend that income to pay price of goods and services. We call it consumption expenditure. So flowing of factors means land, labor, capital, enterprises, and getting factor payment is called real flow. And flow of liquidity means flowing of money from here to there and flowing of money from there to here, means there to here means factor income, and from household to firm means factor payments called money flow, And when products means land, labor, capital, enterprises comes and goes, is called flow of it's called flow of factors or real flow. So that is comes under real flow and money flow. It's a revision of our previous class, right? So dear students, in chapter number 1 we are having that much only. After that we are having some revision of some key points, and revision of some key points means it's also a very important point for writing in your fair copies. First one is phase introduction. Second one is phases of circular flow of income. There is 3 phases. What are those phases? Generation, after that generation, फिर distribution, and then disposition, and after disposition again generation. It is our second main key point of that chapter. And then difference between flow versus stock, and what we think after that, real flow versus money flow, and what we have after that, circular flow in two sector model, right? So this is chapter number 1. Now I send you photograph of various types of question which board already asked in their previous exams, right? Means classify the following as stock and flow, right? How does real flow consist of factors flow and product flow? Flow of income in circular in two sector economy, and in a two sector economy national product is equal to national income. Comment, right? So these are some sort of question which you are able to see here, right? It classify following as a stock and flow. We are having national income of a country, right? Why national income of a country is flow? Because it's a income and it calculate in the period of time. Capital, it's a stock concept because it is measured under point of time. Number of person employed during December, it's a flow concept because there is no date there, there is no point of time. December is a period of time. Are you getting my point? 14th, wealth. Stock as wealth is related to point of time because it is wealth. We stored it, right? Flow, gross domestic product, GDP, flow concept है. Why? Because GDP is measured over a period of time of a one financial year, right? So you saw this type of question, very simple question. CBSE Delhi gives in 2011, 2013, 2011, 2011 and 2013 and so on. You write this flow chart of circular flow of income in your fair copies. There is simple true and false and revision exercise. If you understand it, this revision exercise question I will ask you in your video call to get numbers in your test, है ना? We call it class test also, right? And after that we start basic concepts of macroeconomics. Okay? Thank you, students. Thank you very much.